Hey guys, Donnie RightSide here, Bookmakers Review. It's a Friday conference tournament action, fantastic. And before you know it, we're going to have Selection Sunday coming up this Sunday. But before we get there, doubleheader on Friday night, two games that are going to play in the ACC is where I'm checking in. One at 7 o'clock, one at 9:30. Let's get it started. Let's have some fun and see if we can win some money tonight. Pittsburgh and North Carolina, rotation number 847, 848. That is going to be the first of this doubleheader tonight in Washington, D.C. in the ACC. Favorite here for North Carolina, 7.5 across the board. We're going to lay the 7.5 on North Carolina. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. Total of 147.5. So we're anticipating certainly some scoring in this game. If we're lining this up, Pittsburgh's offense is decent. However, running across number one overall in efficiency on defense in ACC play, that's the North Carolina Tar Heels. They do everything well, including an incredible defensive rebounding team, which should offset there some of Pittsburgh's second chance opportunities. The one thing that we do know is Pittsburgh doesn't get to the line that often, so you're not going to be stealing extra hoops there at the charity stripe. The one thing we love about UNC is they don't force very many turnovers, which is interesting here. But however, they're number one in ACC play at defending the three-point line at only 30% coming from the opponents. And also, how about this? Number one inside the three-point arc at 44%. So the number one team defending the arc, the number one team defending inside the arc. If we're taking a look at styles that make fights here, the number one shooting three-point team in the ACC is Pittsburgh. Not by percentage, but actual possessions per three-point shot. However, Carolina is very good at chasing you off of that three-point line here at number 4 in conference play. So if you want to shoot the three-point shot in volume, Carolina's going to tell you no, and then defend really well at the rim. Give me North Carolina tonight, the best team by far in the ACC, and should be cutting down the nets in the tournament. Why? Because Duke isn't even going to face them in the championship game in the ACC, so we'll lay those points there. Let's continue over in the ACC. Game number 2 is going to take place at 9:30 p.m. Eastern in D.C. It's NC State taking on Virginia. You guys know I can't stand Virginia, but sometimes I like more money than I obviously like hating on basketball teams, which is Virginia. They're favored by 2.5 points tonight. We're going to lay it with the Virginia Cavaliers. The total in this game, very low, is typical in a Virginia game, 121.5. If we're lining this ball game up, NC State has played really well and knocked off Duke just yesterday, but playing multiple days here, they should have some tired legs. And the one thing you don't have tired legs going up against is Virginia's pack line defense, because they're going to squeeze you. If we're taking a look at NC State's offense, 12th out of 15 teams in volume from three-point range. Why does that hurt them? Because you must make three-point shots and must love taking three-point shots against that pack line defense. Virginia's not going to let you score in the paint, so you must be one of those teams that loves the three-point shot. NC State doesn't like that. They also don't like making a ton of them, as they're 8th in conference play at percentage out of 15 teams at 34.8%. Virginia's offense, it isn't very good, and we know that. They're not great free throw shooters, which would do some damage if that game, let's just say, was 4, 5, or 6 points, where you got to make free throws to win that game. Since the line is only 2.5, roughly one possession, we're going to take Virginia, who doesn't turn the basketball over. They just need to have an average night of offense. I think NC State will have some tired legs and struggle with that pack line defense because they don't shoot the three-point shot all that well. We're taking two favorites tonight in the ACC. We're laying 7.5 with the North Carolina Tar Heels, and we'll lay the 2.5 with the Virginia Cavaliers. Let's cash in some tickets. Friday's payday right here on Bookmakers Review. Let's see how it turns out tonight. I'm Donnie RightSide for Bookmakers Review, and as always, good luck on those wagers.